Thank you so much. We're ready to roll. NiP hit a heroic. NiP took a rather convincing opener to this series. We'll see if they can continue that form onto Inferno. The stats certainly suggest it's in their favor, but we'll find out if that's true or otherwise.
Well, there is something interesting to say about that, Matt. They have played it 3 times on LAN this year. They have lost all 3 times on Inferno, NiP that is. They've lost to Astralis, they've lost to MIBR, and they've lost to Vici. They are yet to win this map on LAN, and they've
Not even like it was all Astralis there. Vici.
Yeah, indeed. MIBR, and it's an interesting pistol here. Looks like Heroic have got a great start here, but it could be a problematic finish. They get 3 kills, but still, Get Right and Electro healthy, and we'll see the bomb being planted here. Get Right getting himself up into the apartments. Interesting, that interview confirming that Get Right's leaving the team here. Sounds
like that's a done deal, yeah. Not even, I mean, maybe he's speaking out of turn and forgetting to include the fact that it's a rumor. Maybe he's just going on the possibility. Maybe he's, not being fully forthright because that looks to be the intentions and he's just getting ahead of himself. But yeah, that certainly goes against, if it is true, what Forrest said about evaluations over the next few tournaments. That might be the PR statement. We've got a knife. It goes Lecro's way. Now Safek's got to swipe in, but Lecro got it back because he'd already done damage.
There's no bomb there.
He lost the bomb behind them. I think he still has it because of the kit. Oh!
No, he doesn't.
Oh my God, that's how he actually lost the rounds.
He went to the wrong place.
I knew it too, look. Oh my God.
He did have it. If he ran straight to the bomb, he thought it was in the corner. That's a nightmare. Just when it felt like they had a really successful round. What a great opening gambit here from Stavin. He gets 2 kills. It looks like it's all coming together. It had to be a 9 for both players, both of them running out of ammo at that point, and he assumed the bomb was down in that position. Whether it was a miscomm, I'm not sure. We will never know, I suppose, but he didn't know the bomb was there. Had he run straight to the bomb, he had time to defuse. Didn't work out. Huge run boost, by the way, towards B. There might be a chance of the CTs causing some damage here. They're going to go for a boost, an awkward one. Hasn't actually looked as promising as I speculated, perhaps, as they fumbled it, take a nade to the face, and down they go. They have got scouts again. Classic boost there. Chad will tell you about this one. Renegades brought this into the game a long time ago, and it will be Stavin to actually nail the headshot. There's that scout actually delivering. 5 versus 4. Forrest goes down. Nice work of the scout. Those are the kills you need to find. You need to be creative in these sort of rounds.
Get Right waiting at the wall. I don't think Stavin really has an idea that he's there.
If he clicks once of his scope, he's done for. He does not hit Get Right, and at this point they can slow things right down. No panic required. Get Right's in CT spawn, I like that. So maybe this will be a quick finish, as yes indeed. Great work from him. Really proving himself, putting himself in the shop window from if what we've heard from Reds is true, and he still is playing to the level that we've seen today. Maybe there's another team waiting in the wings. I have no idea. Very interesting though either way to see where this team will go. Just as tag, remember this was the 4 spy, so it's full eco next round. This is the NiP map pick. They just lost that pistol, which was gut punch as well. Considering it came down to the 1v1, there was time to defuse, just miscomm or some other elements we're not aware of that led S-Tag to the wrong position.
It's just chaotic. There's 2 bodies down in the corner. He's standing in the corner. Maybe that's because he planted there for safety. Yeah, I don't know if someone else called that or he just assumed based on the way the action went, but didn't really work out. Poor S-Tag. Well, this one's going to go bomb detonation as well, but convincingly S-Tag, the one that's alive again, the last one for Heroic. With the bomb exploding. The scout in hand, not really much to work with in this round either for the CTs. Money's not there. They'll have to sit for one more. It's interesting how prevalent the 4 spy has become with the extra round bonus, because we assumed that we would get gun rounds on round 3. The original purpose of that was to accelerate the start of the game, not get your standard 3-0. It's actually just encourage teams to 4 spy more, and then you still get your standard 3-0.
Exactly that. Like, a lot of teams were doing the full eco on the second and buying in the third, but it was just so weak compared to having the chance of winning the second round and then having a really strong first gun round as well. I feel like that's the best approach here. So I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, we thought we were going to see more creativity the other way, like full saves, maybe even saving one, even though you win the round, you save one player to get the op on round 3. You could get plants and stacks and get all kinds of guns out early in the first gun round that otherwise wouldn't have been possible, and it's just gone completely the opposite.
While we're in this sort of round, I've got another great stat here. We've got Statsman David providing some numbers for us. As maybe this gets a bit more interesting. We'll see how this plays out before I get into the numbers here. The scout always seems a bit of an issue as Heroic have it in their hands. It is a 4 versus 2, and Stavan pretty much the last chance has got to win in the round. In terms of Forest and the teams he plays well against, Heroic, he's played them 4 times, and he has got his best record against any other team is against Heroic. He has a 1.55 rating and 4 maps against this team at the very top. So he performs very well against Heroic, and that is quite scary news, because when Forest comes online, does he ever? He looks unstoppable at points. So if he does that and starts getting into that sort of mode, Heroic might be in a lot of trouble here. But this is a game for the playoffs as well. If you win this best of 3, you are in the arena. That's it. And it's going to be looking to be NiP at this stage. A very important first gun round here. The AWP for S-Tag hasn't had the most exciting game as of yet. AWP towards middle. Up against a bit of a save or bonus situation, which we're going to look at it with Plopsky with the UMP still, and 3 unarmored heads. So we'll see if he can take advantage of that, but he's actually swallowed a couple of grenades at the start there.
So the window, get right, just timidly positioned on the stairs. Wants to potentially be the one to open up the site for them. He checks Atrium. Now they know that they're at least clear toward the top of the mid wall, which they'll secure. And he'll head back down the hall toward the mouth of the apartments, or are they going to take it back the other side? It looks like they might even go back all the way toward B. Rez plays where Get Right swung from with the UMP on round 2. B rotation actually is a solid call from Heroic, just on a whim. And the man to do it is Freiburg, which suggests that perhaps he knows the tendencies of his old team.
Potentially, it would make sense. As NiP make their way through, you can see Lekro's actually all the way in towards B. He goes down, but his teammates have locked in Starvin alone. This round's pretty much done unless he gets 3 kills. There's not even much point even going for this retake. You got no kits, no grenades, and a 4 versus 3. You got to save now, boys.
Same as what you said on Overpass, by the way, that's Rez. That's all Rez. They left him at the mid wall, and he realized, I've got to take a chance to get around. They have a rotation back. There's 3 in B.
Yes.
Finds the site, gets library, done.
And that's such a good point as well. The fact that it's Rez that only gets 1 kill, right, but he's doing such great work in terms of intel and positioning. He really is understanding now what it takes to be an actual professional player. Instead of just having mechanical skill, which he's always had, it seems that he's making decisions now that are winning his team rounds, and then he can get the most out of himself as well with that information. So that's really cool to see. And yeah, Heroic make the right choice, but they might lose a couple of players here still. Get Right, gets himself a half wall. Nice movement. It's not an easy jump. But he still goes down for it, and Rez looking to...
He still has that mechanical skill you're talking about. That helps. It's a big part of it.
That is a big part of it. It certainly helps. That is disgusting. That one rattled his ancestors. That one hurts. Damn. We're going to be at 4-0 here, and Heroic were left with nothing. We are going to have Flame F of an AK-47. They partially buy into the round, but they're on the CT side. It's a map they've only played, I think what we said was, 3 times this year? Heroic 6 times this year, actually more than NiP, but they've only won 33% of those, so it's not looking too good right now on their CT side. They do get aggressive, though. They've got an AK off the back of this, but Forest needs to start hitting shots. It's going to be Flame F, though, doing all the heavy lifting right now, and it makes sense. He's got the AK-47, but NiP quickly swipe back. We're going to see now 3 players on the CT side towards B. NiP won't be aware of it. Repositions coming through. They now have 2 rifles on the CT side. Around is possible, but still a massive advantage for the Ninjas.
Lekro. Positions bottom of the stairs. Very passive from NiP. Bottom of alt middle. Apartment cross. And T stairs. 3-on-3, they need information on the CT side. Bit of aggression. It's Freiburg, the king of, will take position in banana. Deagle in hands, and doesn't want to go too far with this, but no information in banana. Could almost confirm suspicions toward A, but they want to confirm them with vision as well. No one toward the mid wall, so where could they possibly be? Well, Freiburg's gone back inside of the site to bring that deagle into a closer angle. But again, they have nothing to work with other than assumption. That smoke will give it away. Now the rotation needs to be quick. Smoke down means the scout won't be able to see through. Excuse me, the AK won't be able to see through either, but Freiburg went back inside and got high. Forrest hits him back with the same weapon, but not before two teammates go down. Smoke to plant. Oh, some cover and maybe even escape patterns.
Oh, he's going.
This is huge. If he goes above the smoke towards CT, they'll never see it coming, but they've gotten by. And he knows that's expired, so he relocates.
Forrest can win this, absolutely. He has a flashbang available to him. He knows he has to be combative. He knows the second player's there as well. What a shot that is. Now the Sapphics goes down. 1 versus 1. Young versus old. And Forrest, he actually does not win out the round. It looked like that was almost certain. By his standards, you think that's a Forrest round all day long. It looked so good when he got in the fountain there. Yeah,
absolutely. I thought he would catch the second player rotating, and he absolutely heard them both to his left. He just couldn't find the shot. Stavin gets away with it. Heroic gets the kill. That's some fun times.
Always just trying to wallbang as well. Freiburg with a double kill on the deagle gets them the round, and that was a partial as well, remember, so they do have some extra cash here. Unfortunately, not a boatload of it. Former ESL 1 Cologne 2014 MVP Freiburg now faces his old teammates. Absolutely one of the icons of NiP back in the day, the original members in there for many years, now finds himself in Heroic. Up against the old squad here. All for S-Tag. Got the CZ sidearm as well. First round on the board for the boys, but there was an eco victory. They had 1 AK and some CZs. Gonna need a lot more where that came from as Rez. I'll swallow a lot of utility, even more so now. 3 grenades land on him in total, and it will be Blame F to get the kill. Freiburg rotates off that, and they might just leave Nano Sapphics there alone now. Considering they've got a kill on that side of the map, they might just boost their chances at the A-bomb side. Blame F is rotating over. They're actually subbing players out. I think it's S-Tag is going to move over with the AWP and try and get him set up at Coffins, for example. Get the AWP at that position and sub out Nato. That could be a nice call. Not really required when you have the advantage, but maybe that's what they're going for. We'll have a look.
S-Tag is certainly there. Sapphics with the smoke in hand. Throws it now. S-Tag gets the shot in the flash either way, and Sapphics knows they're going through. Molotov down, and that's on top of the bomb. Not quite. It's on the stairs. It just covers the edge of it, so Lekro wants to try and grab it. Can't. Needs to go back for it now on a 1-on-3. Plants it as fast. Ooh, as he dare. Expecting someone to push that smoke in a 1-on-3? I don't really think they would. I don't know that the fake plant is ideal. I think he just sticks that in that situation.
You can see them trying to rally the troops at this point. Everyone trying to get on board with the project. They've still got a lot of work to do. If you're just joining us, they gave it their map pick of Overpass and now finds themselves 4-2 down. But a couple of rounds in a row have led them to a position where they've broken the money of NiP at this point. Nano Sapphics, a couple of huge kills there. Lekro does keep them modest though with 2 frags towards the back of the B side. Could have got that bomb planted, but was just too aware. It could be a player waiting the smoke. Try to bait him out the fake plant. Didn't happen. They got a triple nade the top of B, I think. It actually might work out. You got to go off that. Use this momentum. Turn this snowball into an avalanche. As Red is going in for the knife in the corner. It's not going to be required. The B rush with the HE grenades is looking absolutely fantastic. It gets even better. The shot through the smoke from Rez. That's going to guarantee the round, and that's just going to be heartbreaking for fans of Heroic around the world.
And the millions.
The millions watching on
around the world. Oh, Stavin.
Apparently it's pronounced like it's a silent B. It's like a stown, you know?
Stown.
Stown.
It's almost like the U.
Yeah.
Like Chiverches, the band.
So I don't know if we're too deep now to actually go with that. I've been saying Stavn. I've been trying to like kind of put a European kind of twist on it, but maybe it's Stown. What do you want to do?
Don't put a CIS twist on that one.
No.
Whatever you do.
Stown. Stavn. Stown. It all sounds good. It all sounds great to me.
Sorry, was that who was that name?
I know. You made the check already.
All right, calm down. I'm making sure we're all on the same page.
Double, triple grenades. I really like this. CZ rush straight up in there. And we will see a lovely, lovely sequence of NiP looking even more convincing here on the T side. And remember, Lekro, there's a couple of kills in the round before. They didn't win it, sure. And here comes the gamble stack from Heroic. They're going to try and answer back with an artillery strike of their own, but looks at things. They send the HGs down. Effective to some degree. Rez takes 15 damage. That's about it.
Through the arch. Both down. All right, listen, and we're doing that.
Yeah, sure.
Tweet us. Actually, hold on. We'll do the old style. Let me bring up Twitch chat. Hi, everybody. I do acknowledge you from time to time. As much as you're not a real person. 1 in the chat if it's Stown. 2 in the chat if it's Stown. Staven. Can't even say it the other way anymore. We've totally wrecked it for ourselves. Either way, they're going to rotate back over toward A, and swiftly so after the original smokes went down on Banana. And an S-tag, great position on the windowsill. Bit of a drop spot. You find one. You've got to hope for good aim to get you the second, because when you do fall to the ground, you lose your aim temporarily, and there's nowhere to run immediately.
Yeah, it's definitely a position that's worth a couple of kills. Dove, you can pull it off. Here's the first, but you do need to drop down, and there it is. A couple of kills do come through. You have to be fortunate on the drop-down kill, but it does work out, and as Forrest will try and push for CZ here, not ideal. That's the bomb being dropped in the arch. I'd say that's the round done as well. So the setup is working perfectly here for Heroic. 5-2, should be 5-3. Plopsky trying to cause financial ruin here if he can. As we will find Heroic find some footing here on the map. They're going to need a lot more than that, though. They're going to be aiming for at least 6-7 rounds to feel comfortable. This was a nice play from Stag at the windowsill. Like you said, normally good for 1. The drop down yielded 2, though. Lekro couldn't get the trade. He was probably pre-aiming the top, had to swing his aim down, so that was very nice work from Stag.
All right, we might need a straw pool, because it's pretty close.
Yeah. No one's sure. No one knows what to do.
Yeah, I don't know what to do either. I haven't my whole life, really, arguably.
We have got MAC-10s coming out. Get right with no grenades on his. Plopsky, pretty much same story, 1 smoke. So this is a 4 spy. And they're going to go for a flash attack in the balcony. They're going to just send a smoke towards library. Flash from Forest. Or just do that. Forget the strategy is kill someone with a MAC-10. Freiburg guns them down in true NiP fashion. It's the M4A4 getting it done. And what looked to be another avalanche round there from NiP has been shut down.
You just had a Freudian slip of days of nostalgia.
No, I put that in on purpose.
Oh, okay, Freiburg.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was unintentional. I thought you were still living like Freiburg's on the NiP side.
It's Inferno, it's NiP, it's spraying with M4s, that's NiP.
Okay. Because Freiburg did wreck them there, there's no question. He's been playing on the A side a lot more, by the way. As much as we always go to the King of Banana joke.
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
He's not really there as much. No. Good play from S-Tech to close out the round. That could have been very awkward had they been able to secure inside of the pit. Lekro didn't have the bomb, but Freiburg, that is a tremendous round.
Res in pajamas. That's it. That's the tweet.
Quality.
That's made it. I'm gonna start making some tweets now. That's made it.
Let's not get carried away, Henry.
I'm gonna start tweeting. Either way, 5-4. Good day from Draken, though. Good guy. We will see round 10 coming through. Deagles now for NiP. Glocks, Deagles. That's about it. No armor. 1 smoke available. Staven will be at the top of middle, and this is the perfect round to just go investigating for a couple of quick kills. You want to find out exactly how broken they are, but he does fall back. Smoke towards top of middle. I think they're very much aware it's an eco at this point, and NiP with the flying start, but starting to slow down at this point.
Well, Plopsky inside of the smoke. We'll try and pull it off. Now Safix catches him out when he emerges on the other side, trying to get Banana. It is going to be Blame F that plays alongside of him, but watch for Get Right. Stown just waits underneath the atrium. Thought he was going to get wrecked there. He did get 1 before going down, but the damage was done. Great peek from Rez. Better shots from Get Right. Flame F sneaks out behind them, though, and catches out both Lekro and Forrest, leaving us with just Get Right. And unfortunately, this would be a fantastic play if he had the bomb, but he does not. He's got to rotate all the way back down Banana to get to it, and that's what he's going to try and do. He could maybe isolate now to Safix because they've gone up toward top mid-wall. In fact, they have left him alone. Get Right could win this duel. It takes a good amount of damage, 36 HP, and they'll both be there in time in which they can peek, so it's not a done deal. Smoke down, and I think he'll just turn right and run away. He needs an ace if he gets this, but I think he looks to save at 18 seconds left.
He has 3K, so that's fine. He could save this. He has Kevlar already as well, so yeah, he might as well. Financially, it makes sense to save. So he can even drop an AK-47 next round if he really wanted to and get himself a smoke, but he wouldn't have a helmet against the M4. That'd be the only compromise here, but he is saving either way. We'll see if he wants to... Oh, to be fair, he doesn't have to drop anything. His teammates are all hovering around 4.5k, so he's fine to get himself some utility. He's got a deagle as well. Will he get the helmet, though? That's what I'm interested in. I'll jump on Get Right to see what his armor is. It's 85 armor, so not really worth $1,000 for a helmet. If you're not aware, I'm sure he has Kevlar right now, but it has to be pristine condition. The store will not take that return and trade up unless you return it with 100 on the nose. It's 99, it still costs $1,000 to get a helmet. If you can return it with 100, it's significantly less. It's mechanic has been around since the dawn of time of CS. We'll see now a timeout come through. First one for NiP. Slowing down now after being up 4-0. They can't find themselves at 5-5. Get Right did spend $1,000, just to note. Wanted to protect himself in the M4 headshots. And there's not too many M4s inside, actually. There's 2 AWPs, though. Nado Safix and S-Tag, both wielding the sniper rifles here, with BlameF's AK-47. It's Freiberg and Staven bringing up the rear with the rifles of the M4A4s.
There's an M4 still in the hands of Get Right, mind you, so there's 3 in the round.
That's true.
Carried that over. Not often you see a T with an M4, but this is the situation when it occurs.
It always feels nice, though, for some reason. It always feels better on the T side.
It used to be in 1.6. It's weird, right? In 1.6, I used to always drop my M4 to pick up AK, and I'd drop my AK to pick up M4. But in... Just noticing your issues over there. Ooh, good shot from Nado Safix to get that off and fall back out of the flames. But in CSGO, yeah, you don't tend to do that. I think one of the main things is spraying also has differences. Every gun has a unique spray pattern, and I prefer the M4 personally for spraying, but it's a different muscle memory altogether. So now I'm gonna get right down. Good flashback into the hallway. Leaves us with 3 alive. Rez to lead the charge, but as you can tell, based on the lasers, the pointers, the tracers, and we're looking out toward the top of Banana. Smokes go either direction. Now Safix tries to get aggressive on those smokes with the op, but he gets blinded, and when he gets back in position, it was too late. BlameF was already down. Rez with both, Lekro with the flash assist, and those ones indeed were full flash assists. Significant. And it's Rez that will position himself for anyone trying to get back through the chapel.
Good work so far, but still a little bit more to do. Plenty of time to retake here. The CTs will do what they can. As you can see them all posturing up there in CT spawn. The bait and switch here from Forrest. He wants to show first and try and give his teammate Rez the best fighting chance here. We'll see if it works out. They've spotted Rez. I don't think it is going to work for him at all. The bomb ticks away, though. It might be too far gone at this point. We will see. Lekro doing what he can, spamming off. Might have fired off way too many bullets there. I don't think he'll have a chance of denying the defuse at this point. Does what he can. Not going to happen.
I thought when they lined up, he was going to get it for a second. Yeah. The way that they stepped over each other, and that was exactly when he stopped shooting.
I think Forrest had to be a bit more active there. If he was at the chapel in the ruins area, just actively shooting and swinging and being a nuisance and causing damage, even if it risks his own life, the fact Rez only had 5, he really had to base him in a bit harder to allow him to get 1 kill off that 5 HP. It was a nice idea. It's not quite aggressive enough. Rez did great work, though. They can get those 2 kills. Very close, but no cigar, I'm afraid, as he will bow up to the next round. Lost bonus really racking up at this stage with 4 AKs, 1 UMP, and the CTs. It was 2 towards Banana this round of Rez to challenge once again. And this guy has been playing out of his mind. Staven, though, found in second middle, but luckily S-Tag will still kill away in the form of Lekro, who is the in-game leader now, apparently. Get Right no more. From what we've heard, he's leading the team, and he was calling for the last 5 events. So things have changed, and they are changing further as Rez will get another frag hit, but they're trading blows left, right, and center. 3 on 3.
He is the god, Rez.
I see what you did there. I understood that reference.
I should hope you, of all people, did. Oh, timing on this. Yep, had a feeling that might happen. Oh, but likewise, Get Right was not ready for the op to be back in position so quickly. A nade as he ran down the hallway, thought that he was alone. He was wrong. Wow. And S-Tag relocates. Plopsky caught next to the wall. Just to note, Plopsky only 4 kills so far. Forrest, That's only his 6th. So there are certain members, aside from Get Right, that aren't getting kills on NiP. Get Right has 13 to lead the whole server. This is a big plant because look at the rotation required from Natasafix.
You don't like to see this if you're a teammate watching him trying to clutch this one out. He's got to lose a good 15 seconds just getting to the bomb site at this point. He has
hate to be in his position, too. That always sucks when you're like, well, I've just limited all the options I have.
And it's like you're against one of the best clutches the game's ever known. Luckily, he's actually been so aggressive here. He gave himself a fighting chance, got the dink off. But the thing is, because he was so far away, you can't be sneaky. You can't be clever. You have to go with brute force and hope that a mistake is made. There was a chance there. Forrest was focusing a bit too much on the utility with all that information there, but he hits the shot. S-Tax will be gutted with this one, though. What a great play this was. This second kill he got there, that's really, really strong. He had 30 HP. Nailed it. Almost saved in the round, but Forrest, he comes out on top and ties things up at 6-6. Breaks at the back of Heroic. Remember, they have no loss bonus, Matt. So they're going to be at $2,000 per player at this point, and that could be double eco territory because you're not going to get a whole bunch more from after this. You're going to get 1,900 on top of what you have right now. So they force buy. I think they have to.
Yep. 6-6 T-side NiP trying to win out the half.
Freiburg's already gone for him. So that clears that up. So if they don't win this one, I would say 9-6 half for NiP very much on the cards. Yeah, this will be a very testing round for Hero. We'll see whether they can do anything with the CZ. To be fair, if ever there was a map for the CZs to work, Inferno would be it. NiP have given one up to the Deagles already. They've already got enough on the T side for an okay half. Pretty decent one, to be fair, 6. But this round should be theirs, and then it's a full eco after that. We'll see if they can pull it off, though. They have to win that round. Cheeky one with the pistol being thrown in the corner there. Good grenade. Won't be doing too much damage, though. Bullets will. Blame F down to 60.
Rez. In mind that they're still holding with 4 and Banana only. Get Right toward A, but standard default. Lock 1 on either side of the map. 3 to swing. Play for information. Hope to get a pick. 2 directly on A. 2 on Speedway. 1 in B. So likewise, Heroic are playing to respond with these pistols or lesser weapons, as they do have the UMP as well. And that UMP, don't know that it's going to be enough, but if it can get a good start, might be able to get some weapons on the ground. The problem is its position.
There it is.
Oh, it's actually done it. Finds 2. They get flashed off. He upgrades to an AK. 2 guns down toward Library Road. Rotations will arrive from suddenly just Get Right. And Lekro's got to be aware that they are going to be heading that direction. Perfectly played by him. Got Freiburg. Knew that they absolutely would be wanting those guns, but they haven't accounted for Blameth. Still inside of the site.
Wow, what a round. So back and forth. We said the UMP had to be strong, and it was absolutely brutal on the corner there. Managed to get 2 kills at the perfect range, and there's still a chance here for Heroic. That was their force buy. Remember, they were full eco if they gave that round up, and it's Starvin that saves them there. Couldn't have been better from him. He gets the AK. Blameth with the Desert Eagle closes things out as well. A difficult round for them to pick up, but they absolutely had to. NiP with the timeout now. We've got a game on our hands.
Yeah, that changes everything. Forcing into it and actually pulling it off. Blame F. Getting vocal. Put Freakazoid, Blame F, Pasha.
Okay.
FNX.
Henry G. No?
A couple more months at the gym.
A couple more.
Yeah, on that team, I think. Yeah.
All right, fair
Maybe
enough.
a year.
Okay.
Who's the 5th?
James IRL is pretty ripped.
James IRL, that's right. Well, actually, Moses was telling me he follows a guy on Instagram that's
not him.
Schneider. He was saying Schneider's one of the greatest Instagrammers, and he's looking fit.
Oof. Here we go then. Freiburg showing us what it's all about. This M4A4. It's historic, it's tenured, and you'll see him get 3 kills with it. It's going to be Get Right now with 3 kills to find himself. Let's see if he's got any chance of winning it. Throws the smoke to suggest He'll be falling back, and he actually heads towards the A side here. I thought he might push towards CD spawn off that smoke.
I thought Natasafix might just swing peek that too. And I think Gerrite almost might have been trying to play that because he throws it from in the arch, and then he's ready for the shot, but nothing happened.
My thinking there was he throws that smoke, it sits on the CD side of it, waits for the CD reaction, then gets the kill, right? That would have been super cool. But he just used it just to block himself off. It wasn't anything too creative in the end, but still. Nice try. It's going to be the last round, and NiP, they are done for in terms of the finances. It's going to be 9-6 by the looks of things. But we have seen the UMP cause a lot of damage here on Inferno. It has to be said. We'll see if it can replicate anything else. It's going to be Stavano with the... Oh my goodness, the push from hell with that all. We haven't seen many all kills this game, to be honest. And UMP is absolutely done for. It looks like we have got a 9-6 scoreline as it's a 5-on-2.
Actually, I know who the fifth would be.
Who?
Doja.
Oh, of course. Yeah, naturally.
He's the most fit for the job.
Yep. Certainly is.
That's tag forced down. Remember that 9-6 you talked about for NiP? Well, that was halted by a UMP. And looks like Heroic have recovered their CT side and perhaps the game in doing so.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. And it will be 9-6. Heroic will have a chance on this one. NiP's pick. We move on to the second half right after this break.
It's the only way you can't be with that. I know. Try before you sign off.
It's been a road less traveled, all alone. Feeling my body leveled on my own. I can just feel it, no way to stop it. The sounds of the music so through my bones. I can just taste it, no need to fight it, 'cause I'm out here staying. It's flash of my soul. 'Cause lightning and thunderstorms are never stopping me before. This night is never over, not until I leave the floor. So that's the passion, baby, I can never get enough. So don't you try and stop me, dance until the sun comes up. It's been a road less traveled, all alone. Feeling my body leveled on my own.
We get back underway. 9-6. Heroic turning the half around on the back of a UMP. Force by victory that broke NiP. And now we see if they can actually convert the game. Because if they can, it goes against the odds of their statistics. Mind you, as you pointed out, NiP haven't played it much either. We have 3 very significant losses on it.
Yes.
But it would be impressive, and it brings Mirage into the picture.
It certainly does. Heroic have a fist in this fight now. We'll see if they can win the pistol at this point. Plopsky spots a lot of men heading towards that B side of the map. There's actually all 5 players there. And at this point, he'll be joined by Rez, who's just been an absolute machine. He's boosted up, and I love this setup. The off angle from Volsky to avoid the pre-fire, and now he's just trying to show as much presence as possible to set up Rez.
His setup. Off the flower pots, but drops off quickly before finding a kill. Stays alive, though, so watch for the retake. Plopsky already positioning himself deep in the corner. Inside of the ruins. Get right. Is he anticipating 2 to peek? Shots out. That's information for Freiburg. But does Get Right know his old mate this well? He does! He absolutely does! Lekro gets the second. It looked like it would be Get Right, but 2 there. They were always going to trade, and that's exactly what they do coming around the corner off of the teammates inside of the site. It's still a 3-on-2. Stowen behind new box, but S-Tag goes back over. Oh, nice nade. Back over toward Ruins. He's lost all but 14 of his HP, and he has to get a 1-on-2. Has to try and deny the defuse. Lekro's got the kitties already on it. I don't think there is. I agree, but it's a burst Glock. Doesn't matter. Defuse was already in, even if Forrest was required.
Best effort I've seen. That sort of situation looked like he had 0 chance. He actually almost denied it. We're seeing the Julies come up more and more, by the way. Liquid, especially Nitro, has been experimenting with them. We've seen 4 kills, I think, of the Julies today in total. I think that's the 5th. But still, it's a weapon. This does have a viable place in the game, I think. It's $400 now, which means you can get a smoke with it. You can get 2 flashbangs with Julies. And remember, they've got 20 bullets in those things. You can just really spam them, get down there. And it's kind of interesting to see that come into the game a little bit more. Julies with that running gun potential as well. I think that's kind of an interesting idea that we're seeing it more and more in 2019.
Plopsky. Maybe it's a type of ski. Plop yourself down right here and go for a ski.
Exactly.
They do have a sit ski, which is like a water ski.
A sit ski?
Yeah, it has like a reverse hydrofoil on the bottom of it, so it like hovers. It's really interesting.
I know what you mean, yeah. I've seen that.
Now, Safix will back off of the apartments, but they are heading in that direction. 4 inside of middle. Get Right Lekro on the site. Above in the balcony is Forrest. He has the MP7. Don't see that gun as a common weapon on the SMG choices anymore.
Only for Chris J, it seems, these days. But Forrest, he'll be looking for some frags here, that's for sure. It's actually decent map control from Heroic here. You can see the smokes working out perfectly. They've managed to completely dissect the arch side. S-Tag might jump up on the moped here and see what can be done. He's actually got a massive advantage, but oh my goodness, Lekro, as ever, he found another one. It's going to be 4 kills for him. Looking to close things out with the USP. Not going to happen. A chance here for Natto. 5 seconds. Can the plant come in? Yes, it can.
Wow.
And he's actually got a chance to win this now. So we'll have a rifle.
Look at the weapons.
2 versus 1. And up against a UMP and MP9. He has 100 HP but no armor. So those SMGs are actually the perfect weapon to operate with.
Why is he elected to go with the Deagle in this situation as well? So far, it works. Wanted headshots, obviously. He knew he had to find them quickly with no armor.
I suppose he thought they were so close. At that point, he didn't have time to reload the M4, and he just was going to 1D everyone. He got 1 kill with it, which is probably about what he got with the M4 as well anyway. So either way, they do get the bomb down. They can force buy again here. That is certainly an option for them. Lekro, what a play this was. Fending them all off. Like, if he gets 4 kills there, it's pretty unbelievable, to be honest. Like, he was worth maybe 2 in that position. He gets 4 in total.
And you could be right at the reload because it would have been his M4 that was picked up.
Yeah.
And he was, I think, what, 3 bullets left there at the end of that clip. So
he just didn't feel confident enough to go for a reload while the bomb was going down, all that sort of stuff. They do force buy again, just know, because they got 4 kills there and a bomb plant. It's definitely a risk, but one that could work out for them. It's about equal in terms of firepower. This means their money is wrecked next round. Lekro, he'll get 1 out of these. There's the first. The second won't be his. So that's about what we expected there. But Forrest still fighting strong. This team, they've been exchanging blows throughout this series, I swear. As a good grenade comes in. Now also shotgun could do some work here. Looking for the double kill. Still a 2 versus 2, but the A site is open at this point. Do they know it? 3 kills found. It should be. But it's the rifles rotating in. Rez already at the top of middle.
Rez backs into the doorway. 2 versus 2 with Blame F inside of Pit. S-Tag only with 33. Tech's gonna have to be very careful about his positioning. Clayman almost goes aggressive early, puts pressure on him, not plays off him, couldn't play off of him. Not with that position, not with Rez in the door. That was the one angle he needed to cover. And he was trying to find information at quad as well. It's not gonna work out. Because as he switched back and forth, the aim was reset, and that's when they struck.
Big force buy there from Heroic. They get 3 kills, a plant down again, and then it's got to leave them in a position where they can do even more of those antics. The loss bonus racking up with the bomb going down. They have enough to buy AKs once more. It actually hasn't been that bad. There's been 3 very close rounds, all gone against Heroic, ties things up at 9-9. But they can buy again, it will just be compromised once more. That's the issue here. So they are going to buy. You can see AKs and Kriegs coming out, but there will be a couple of holes to plug. What do we got here? So there's the Mac 10. You can see, yeah, they're not perfect. You can see that NATO stat effects, no helmet. Mac 10, he might just be thrown in towards B first. So again, for a sort of B rush here. There's 3 CTs to suggest this is going to hurt. There's been a lot of damage inflicted here at the start. The grenades are flying around the corner. Where's the damage? Hasn't come in just yet. I thought a lot more would be delivered, but either way, there's 2 kills, make it 3. And this could be Heroic now falling out of the round. 5-on-2, NATO Staffix and Starvin with the Mac 10 and AK respectively.
Stan's gonna try and work his way up around the mid wall, clear some space for NATO, who's got the bomb. Very timid.
I'm not sure there's much they can do. If they get the bomb plant, Matt, they're in good shape. Like, they say another buy next round. A couple of kills would be great, but there's no real reason to even challenge that. Rez is playing a very smart game right now. Does maybe overextend there. Could have held library, but down he goes. A point of access, perhaps. There's still plenty of time to make this one work. A 5-on-2 shouldn't be possible.
This is, I'm kind of liking Stown right now, the way he shoulder baited out the shots and then actually led him to believe that they were going to keep going. Repeaks, catches Rez.
The old death cam trick. Back in the day, you used to get like 4 seconds. You could like run away, pull your knife out, then wait 4 seconds and come back the other way. It's pretty cool.
He won't be able to hit that shot. He was very carefully checking all the angles, but they were running out of time, and they'll run out of men as well. It's not been a single victory so far in the second half for Heroic, so the lead is lost, and it is now 10-9 in favor of NiP, who once again will have money. No bomb plant is significant in this case because it denies them of an additional $800 income, and they would have been able to buy completely even with that $800. That's how close they were. Instead, they go to CZ75s and some P250s.
I want to give a little shout out to Get right here, considering all the news and conversation around him. He is currently ranked number 1, I should say. Number 1 player in terms of support flashes thrown. 55% success on all his flashes thrown so far. So just to show you, like, he's performing well individually in terms of numbers and actually doing a great job still being a support player.
Has gone a little quiet since round 12. On round 12, he actually was at 13 kills. He's at 16 now on round 20. But it's Lekro who's picked up the pace significantly in this second half. Round 12 as well was the deciding round, if you remember, in the first half when the UMP got the kills.
Yeah. Well, Heroic are very good with CZs and Deagles, that is for sure. T side, it's a little bit more difficult. On the CD side, you can hold traditional angles, use smokes, run the clock down. T side, you're the ones that have to be active. You're that have to be assertive, have that snowball effect we talked about. You need 1 kill to give you a rifle and really go with it. They've got some great executions here. Heroic are a drill team. From what we can see, I just don't think this is the round that wins it for them. That's a lovely flashbang. You see how that system works. In a gun round, that would be really cool. I should have maybe hyped that spray down from Forest a little bit more, but that was still great.
Was an ace as well.
Indeed.
Got all 5.
I was more impressed with the execute. That is one horizontal keyboard. My goodness. That's gonna give you arthritis in the end. Let me try that out. Let me see how that feels.
Would that be horizontal or vertical?
Well, I guess, yeah, vertical, I suppose, you're right. Let me just see
it's
how
perpendicular with the monitor.
That is weird. I've never seen that. I'm gonna put that in position right now.
Isn't it Scream as well that does that?
That's gonna give him arthritis in his wrist. This angle is not gonna work out.
Yeah, that doesn't work. I don't like that. I can't do that.
Damn.
I would be the worst player to sit
How do you
beside
type to anyone?
That's the part I don't get either. Even if your hands get used to the small movements, how do you possibly type quickly?
Anyway, first kill for Rez. Another gun round available for Heroic. Double digits on the CT side. Good grenade as well. That's going to do big damage to Estad. They're committing towards A. Incendiary will force the player out of the apartments, either into the site or away from it. Freiburg finds one in return. Get right. In a good position here. Drops down. Lecro doesn't actually get the information, and that might cost them the round, in fact. Get right has to deliver here. First kill comes in. Can his low HP players in front of him bomb down in the pits, and it's just Estag who might be able to get his first kill, but Get right. Lovely round from him.
Yeah, 4 kills for him. So 5 for Forrest in the last round, 4 for Get right this round. Lecro did actually shoot Get right a little bit, and that gave away his position immediately.
It did, and he was in a really open spot by the graveyard as well. So much damage was done with the utility early on. Get right, he played this incredibly well. Look at that flashbang. We see players like Mage's Boy throw that flash a lot. How effective was that? Really nice stuff. Estag had no chance, as we'll see. Heroic now going in with CZs once again. This 2-0 looking more and more likely. And remember, NiP, if they can win this series 2-0, they're in the playoffs. They're in towards the arena. So much damage again. The B rush, but the first kill comes in with that max 10, but the grey screen is real, and the bullets in their head are also too. It's going to be Freiburg who needs a 3K here with the max 10. Not going to happen. The B rush is very successful for NiP. It's 13-9. 3 players survive, and life is on the line for Heroic at this point. They're still laughing though, I like that. Blame F seems to be a very happy chap.
Well, it's not an elimination match for
Exactly.
him. So there is that.
And they are. Like, I love that. That is fabric. Like, you see a lot of teams in this position, like when they feel themselves losing, let's go super quiet inside themselves, dejected. He seems like the absolute opposite of that. He's like the hype man. He wants to keep everyone in the game and say, whatever happens, it's not over till Re 16. I really like that from him. He's not giving up. He wants to fight. He's showing great character there.
Molotovs go down, both sides. Lecro. There's a gap toward him at the smoke, and that's where he suffers his greatest fate. But Forrest will save. Get right. No, he will not. Stowing actually get the shot off before he was responded, and they know where Forrest is, but he still finds Estag. Knows that he's going to drop Freiburg. Good read. Good anticipation to find Rez as well. Has the bomb back, but no HP left. And already on the flank, it's Plopsky to find the 14th round for NiP.
No bomb down as well there, and that's significant. They have not won a single round on this CT side. Wow. Yes, they have the loss bonus maximum, maxed out completely, but no bomb plants for a while. Means you're going to have to take compromises again. You won't have all the AKs, and there it is. Blame F, Mac 10.
Just started off, by the way.
Yeah.
They've lost 8 in a row. The first 3 rounds, which are the contentious rounds between the pistol, the force bike, etc., they had 3 plants, 3 defuses. They were in the game. Now it's been 5 in a row with no plants. That's pretty huge when you think about it.
You're pretty huge, man.
Unfortunately, I don't hear that often enough, Henry. Thank you so much.
One of the biggest hearts in esports.
Oh, damn. Oh, hearts. Yeah, yes, I agree. I've heard that one at least.
Starvin opening things up. Get right will at least be taken down. They've still got a chance until they reach 16 at the top. It will be a 5-4. Forrest trying to recover. Such an iconic position for him, dancing around the pit with the silence, then forwards. A full commitment towards B. 2 CTs ready and waiting though, and it's Rez, who's been so good so far. He's in a prime spot. The flames are down, and the smoke as well. Here he comes again. An absolute monstrous play from Rez, and it finds him the 15th round. He's done so much work in this series, Matt. I can't even comprehend how many multi-kills he's had in these big rounds.
Man, oh man. But between Get Right now going off again, I called him out and said he only had 3 kills in 8 rounds. Was stagnant on...
Wow.
What was it? That's impressive. The 4th one just barely showing in that smoke. The 3rd one, I should say. 4th kill for him. 3rd one in that sequence. Get Right's now on 23 to lead the way. So he's found a bunch more kills.
This always seems to happen, though. When someone knows they're out of the team, they always seem to have a resurgence.
Every time. Right? I think it's just because they throw caution to the wind and they're like, right, I need to start being selfish. I need to get some
It's
stats.
so strange. I'm trying to think of some good examples now. There's definitely plenty of them. But it's such an odd one. As soon as they know that they're out of the team, they start looking fantastic. And it shows us that the mental aspect of Counter-Strike is just as prevalent as the mechanical skill. Speaking of which, Blame F's got that in buckets and spades. He'll be pushing his way in towards B.
But keep in mind, you had an ace from Forrest, a 4K from Get Right, a 4K from Rez. Everyone is individually shutting. Now, some of those were against Pistol, sure.
Yeah.
But everyone has individually stepped up to hold their position. That's so difficult when you have enemies hitting their shots like that, and you can't penetrate sites. Even now, in a 4 versus 2, okay, bomb down, site open. That's the kind of confidence that you say, right, I can still challenge a little bit here. We're still mowing them down. It's a bit different when the bomb's planted. This round's going to get away from them, but we'll go 15-10, and it's still map point for NiP.
Just to note as well, Rez had his best performance of the year on Overpass. He had a 2.23 rating on Overpass. Like, and what he just did there as well, like he is just like peaking at this point. Not maybe the most ideal point in the tournament, but certainly bodes well. If they can make it to the Lanxess and actually get it in there and show us what they're made of, that's going to be amazing. If Rez can play like that on the big stage, I'm excited for NiP. If Get Right, like you said, maybe just thinking to himself, the pressure's off at this stage. No one's going to really be analyzing me. They know I'm gone. I can just play my own game with no consequences. It seems to be working out for him. He's playing great team-based CS. He's not playing for himself. He's working off his teammates, and his individual skill has looked the best it has for a long time.
Yep.
That is such a weird thing to diagnose.
And it's interesting because unlike Xyp9x, who just wasn't performing in those situations, Xyp9x found a way to make himself relevant by being a little bit more assertive in clutches, but very good in support, getting more kills on the board. Get Right has tried to go the opposite way. He went from being all of the kills, all of the lurk, being figured out, being countered, switches to a support player. Now here he's almost saying, no, screw it, I'm going back to what works.
Yeah.
And you can see it. It's a little bit more selfish, but it's actually fitting his playstyle better.
Oh, they're running the gauntlet here, Matt. Through the flames they go again. Not the HE grenades, please. They can't go down like that. Here comes a spray from Lecro. He fancies a bit of the action. The flashbang comes through. And what comes next? It should be the alley-oop from his teammate, Plopsky. Quiet game from him so far, but can he close it out?
Yeah, that flash actually caught Lecro. Unfortunately, he didn't quite look into the wall fast enough.
Would have been great.
It would have been huge. So Heroic finally went around in the last one on the T side, but they still are in a very dire situation. Plopsky's gonna rotate back off of B, leave it to Rez to hold it down, and he takes down Freiburg, which only encourages them further to pursue the A site. No push further from Rez. He's not gonna try and lock down the map with a flank. He's gonna play passive instead on this. Plopsky already spotting them, coming over toward the arch side of mid. Get Right sees the gun barrel, actually gets the headshot on it. Now it didn't look like he was gonna actually catch him before he disappeared behind the wall, but still a great play. Knows the Plopsky's inside a library now, so elects not to throw the nade. Probably the right call, let's be honest. But did get the shot toward Pit to give BlameF a lot more access. If he can find the player in library, oh, so close. They might have had a chance in the round. Instead, Forrest closes it, and it's a 2-0 for NiP.
A really strong performance there from NiP, and they've got themselves in the Lanxess Arena, where they lifted a major trophy in 2014. This could be the last tournament we see for Get Right in NiP jersey, and I think the fact he's in that arena where he had the biggest peak of his career, I think it means a lot for him. No tears just yet, Matt, but I'm sure there's something coming as this tournament.
No matter what happens with NiP on that stage, it's going to be emotional. It's a storyline, and whether they win or lose, whether you're an NiP fan or not, you definitely have to appreciate that moment for what it is, because if it is the last time we see Get Right with NiP, that is the end of an era. That is the end of something that has been incredible for NiP and for Counter-Strike. Just as it was when Freiburg left, just as it was when Faflaren left even. But with that, it is 2-0. NiP are on. Heroic are not out. They just fall down to the lower bracket. We're going to fall downstairs to where the desk is located below us.